Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for watching another video. Tonight we're going to be checking out this awesome folding EDC knife from Bestech. This is the Kasta. And as always, guys, if at the ending of the video you want to purchase this awesome knife from Bestech and help support the channel, make sure you check out the link in the description below because we do get a commission if you purchase this knife. And of course, before getting started, just want to thank the good folks out at Bestech for sending me this knife to review. Let's get started. And before getting started with the Kasta, if you haven't had a chance to check out the review on the Bestech Skirmish, I'll leave a link for it right up here. Let's begin with some quick size references just so you get a better idea for the overall size of this knife. Let's have a look at this vertically. Here it is with the blade open. And back to vertical. Let's take a quick measurement. Overall length with the blade closed. So just about here. Looks like we're just about 4 3/4 inches long. Let's take a measurement with the blade open from the tip of the blade to the end of the handle. Looks like we got just about 8 1/4 inches long. Alright, let's have a look at the top of the knife here so you can get a better idea for the overall thickness of this knife. And this is a chunker. All right, here's a pair of chopsticks. Here is the thicker side. Here is the thinner side. Normally when a knife has liners, it's more similar to the thickness of a pair of chopsticks. Just about perfect there. Let's take a quick measurement across the thickness here. And it's just over 1/2 inch, so about 9/16 of an inch thick. All right, let's take a measurement going across this way from the blade's highest peak here to the end of the handle. And it looks like we're just about 1 3/8 inches wide. Let's have a look at the thickness of the spine. And it is a chunker. You could easily stack 2 US quarters on the spine of this knife. And that should at least register 2 lines on our ruler here for about 1/8 of an inch thick. Let's get the Kasta on the scales so you get a better idea for how much weight you're going to be putting in your pocket. All right, overall weight coming in at 4.7 ounces. And just in case you're wondering what 4.7 ounces feels like in your hand, well, if you got a couple of AA batteries around the house, it weighs almost as much as 6 of those. Let's have a look at your opening mechanisms on the Kasta. You have your thumb hole here and a flipper lever here. That's this fin sticking out of the top of the knife handle here. Little bit of jimping on here so you can get some good grip with your finger. You just put a little bit of pressure downwards and it flies right open. Your second opening mechanism is this thumb hole. And normally they're kind of roundish or ovalish, but that just looks like an evil eye. And the way you use this is you can use your thumb, apply pressure, and rotate it around like that. Just make sure your hand isn't blocking the lever on the top. Or some people like to take their middle finger and their thumb and rotate it around that way. Or you can reverse flick it by sticking your middle finger right in the hole and just flicking it around. And for such a thick, chunky, heavy blade, it absolutely flies open because it's pivoting on a ceramic ball bearing pivot here. Your locking mechanism is a liner lock. If you follow this liner here, you can see this arm swings over to the base of the blade when the blade is flicked open and it locks it into place. To disengage it, you just move this on the side, close it up with one hand. Easy operation. Let's have a look up front at this blade, starting off at the spine area again. Here's a look at the thumb wrap area at the jimping. Fairly aggressive, nice and wide, nice and tall. Let me turn that sideways so you get a better idea for that. Right over the thumb hole. And again, look at the thickness of that bar stock and how it comes down to that nice fine point. Look at the mug on that thing. It's pretty intimidating looking blade shape. Definitely more of a reverse tanto because tanto would be going more this way, right? So it's slanted back that way. Normally it doesn't have a big belly like that though. It's going to be really good for chopping if you're a rocker. Really great for slicing. Beautiful satin finish up front as you can see here. Stonewash here at the back. Nice contrast and finish there. We got a nice finger choil up front here in case you want to sneak up here and get more control over your blade. Also makes it very easy to sharpen the entire edge from the tip of the blade down here to the base. And this is pretty much a flat grind here, right? No curvature, full flat. Easy to care for that type of grind. The steel type being used up front is 154 cm. It's basically an upgraded version of 440C. It's got 15% chromium, which is great news for corrosion resistance. Edge retention is going to be great, easy to maintain, easy to sharpen. As you can see here, takes a nice fine edge. Let's have a closer look at these beautiful G10 scales. Two-tone, you got beige G10 on the inside, black on the outside. It's also available in black and red, black and white, and a bunch of different materials as well. You can see this nice step pattern here on the inside, as well as on the outside. Beautifully contoured, right? You have a nice flat surface for your thumb here or on the thumb wrap area. Comes down to a point here. Right, for me, I got one finger in the front, 3 in the back. A lot of space up here for your thumb. This is a very comfortable grip. Having a look at the bag of the knife here, we have a matching black G10 backspacer. And you can see the skeletonized lining here on the inside, these circles right here. Let me flip it around that way so you can see that. And that helps reduce the weight of the knife. Look at these beautiful torque screws. And the machining on the pivot. Right, you'll be able to take this knife apart and service it, clean it, and lubricate it. Love the way that looks. Let's get you guys a closer look at this pocket clip. Nice contrast against this beige G10 inlay. Follows the curvature of the knife around. Tapers from thin to thick here. You can see there's a little bit of milling here. A lot of work went into this pocket clip. There's a profile view there. Really up against the handle there. There's no holes on the other side, so this is right-handed carry only. Tip-up carry. Let's have a look at what this knife is going to look like when you tuck it down in your pocket. All right, that pointy end does stand up on the top a little bit. It's going to be really easy to draw. There's a profile view there. Back to the front. Let's have a look at how this edge cuts coming out of the box. Ooh, absolutely smooth. No toothiness. No resistance. Can I get one more? Absolutely smooth. Now I'm thinking with the thickness of this blade and the sharpness of this edge, it should have no problems getting through some basic cardboard. Oh yeah. It's like butter. Get one more. Total domination. Once again, guys, this has been the Kasta from Bestech. If you're looking for a new EDC knife or maybe a gift for somebody else with a ton of unique features, a really comfortable and interesting contoured handle, you got two-tone G10 scales, and a really interesting unique blade profile up front with an incredibly sharp edge, this might be a great option for you. Well, alright guys, this is the ending of the video. Remember, if you want to purchase this awesome knife from Bestech, make sure you check out the link in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.